Today I'm gonna take you on a car ride with me going home, but I'll tell you exactly how you can build your offer like a 7-figure creator. There's definitely someone that you follow that has made at least 7 figures from their social media. Maybe they make it even every month, or actually that's a lot, but there's definitely people that make 7 figures a year out of their social media. And it's all about how they created their business and like what's the structure. And after analyzing many of them, learning, studying, researching, well, there's a formula for this. Obviously, not everybody is going to be able to do that. It takes time for sure. That's something definitely to consider. It's not an overnight thing. So there are 4 important components of any creator to be able to make a significant amount of money, or actually like any amount of money. And the components themselves differ depending on the scale you do it at. So the components are: number 1, traffic. Number 2 is offer. Number 3 is conversion mechanism. And number 4 is ascension. So now let me just break down to you exactly what each of those components are. So traffic. Traffic is just people that you get to your profile, to your website, in general, just like new people that you bring in. And of course, the big creators, what they have is a lot of traffic. They have either a lot of followers, they get a lot of views, so they get a lot of traffic to their offer. It's most of the time it's just you're not able to make such a big amount of money because you don't have that much traffic. So traffic can often solve your issues, right? So let's say on average you convert 3% of the people. So it means for every 100 people that come to your website or whatever it could be, 3 of them end up buying, right? So how can you get more buyers, get more traffic, right? Because if you have 1,000 people and if you have 100,000 people, then even if the conversion gets a little bit lower, if you have more traffic, you're still gonna make a lot more money just because simply you have more traffic coming into your profile, your website, and into your offer, right? So to get more customers, you can either increase your conversion rate or you can just get more traffic. So the component 1 of any 7-figure creator is traffic. They have a lot of traffic. And this traffic helps them make such an amount of money, right? So then step 2 is offer. So what do they actually offer people that they are willing to pay them money for it? Whatever you do, you need to be able to solve some kind of problem for someone. Whatever it could be, depending what's your niche, who you work with, it's gonna change. But if you can help them solve a real problem, which could be, fat loss, could be making money, could be more clients, could be fixing their relationships, right? Whatever it is, you need to be able to help them solve a real problem, because if you don't solve a real problem, people will not pay you huge money for it, right? So another thing that big creators have is that they have a profitable niche. I think Alex Hormozi was saying that it's often not about how hard you row, it's about what boat you're in, right? Because if your TAM, which is total addressable market, is small, then you just cannot make that much money comparing to if your TAM was huge, right? So they're also like in a very good niche or in a very good space. In general, the spaces that perform best because they relate to any single person and every single person has to work on them is health, wealth, and relationships. Because everybody has health, everybody needs to have wealth, and everybody has relationships. So usually the best performing offers are within those 3 pillars, let's say, right? So again, offer, you need to be able to solve a real problem, and then you can have different types of offers, which is usually what those 7-figure creators do, right? So there's do it yourself, DIY, which means it doesn't require from you as a creator that much time, and you can sell it at scale. But all you're saying most of the time is just information, and the implementation is on the buyer, right? That's why you charge the least amount of money comparing to other types of offer, which I'm going to go into right now. So the second one is done with you. So you have, the buyer has both information and help with implementation, but it's not done for them, right? So it could be like a cohorts where they just get on a call with you and they have direct access to you. So this one, just because it will require more time from you as the creator, you're going to charge naturally more for it, right? So that's done for you. And the last one, the highest leverage, the highest pricing point, is going to be done for you, which means someone pays you money and you do this exact thing for them. Obviously, it depends on the offer. You cannot always offer it, because you cannot go and save someone's marriage by marrying the other person. Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? So but those are like the three categories of offers. And if it's do it yourself, the cheapest, done with you, a little more expensive, and then done for you is the most expensive. So usually those creators have some sort of offer that covers all of these steps. Maybe it doesn't cover done for you, because it's, again, not always viable option and possible option, but they usually structure it like this. And essentially the way to structure your offers is, the more access and personal access they get to you, the more they should pay. So for example, your lowest tier of your offer could be a paid community. Let's say it's $10 a month. So again, you don't provide as much value there, but you still provide some sort of value, so people pay for it, and it's a good entry point. Then the next step could be, you have a course that goes into more detail that costs $1,000, right? And then the next step is going to be like your inner circle, which is only for a few people, where they get even more access to you, and they will be able to have a call with you and stuff, and they pay even more money. But we're going to talk about it in the ascension part. So offer, essentially, what's your value proposition? What do you offer these people in exchange for money, right? So number 3 is conversion mechanism, which essentially means, how do you get them to buy, in the sense of what needs to happen. It could be, if it's like a Shopify store, all it takes is just to go to your website and purchase it there, right? But there are different ones. Conversion mechanism could be just purchase online, could be a call that they need to get on a call with you for them to purchase, right? Because otherwise it's not possible. You can have selling in the DMs, ads, but then again, kind of those ways all tied together. But essentially, what's your way to sell them? For the lowest tiers of the offers that we talked about, for the cheapest ones, probably having a landing page or a Shopify store where they go and they buy it there. That's probably the best solution. But the more expensive it gets, the more information you need to get, the more you need to actually personally talk to the person. You can have a sales team that is going to do it for you. And then this is just the way the people buy. Okay? And then ascension, which means, how do you get someone from buying your $10 product into eventually buying your $3,000 a month product, right? Because it's not that those creators make 7 figures from their lower tier. They all have some sort of way to ascend the client, to make more per customer. What's the next step? What's the more expensive thing? So 7-figure creators have this nailed down, and they have a way to ascend those people, because you cannot get super mega rich or make those 7 figures from, you can, of course, but most of the time it's not the best way to do it. Okay, give me a second, because I'm switching lanes. I'm a little distracted. Right? So ascension, you need to have a way to make more money from them. So what seven creators, 7-figure creators do is they're in profitable niches, they have a lot of traffic, and they have a way to ascend these people. So they have a cheap option, they have a more expensive option, and they have the most expensive option. The difference is how much value you offer them, what do they get in return, and how much, could be how much access they get to you personally. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly how 7-figure creators build out their offers to be able to make so much money and, make it a profitable business. That's all it takes. So if you found any of this interesting, intriguing, or if you learned something new, YouTube thinks you will like this video here or this video here. So click it, watch it, and let me know. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.